So, continuation of my previous video, um, you know, why are you still single, or why are people not committing to you? You know, why are you not getting committed to, or why can't you? Why aren't you having any luck finding a relationship after so long? You know, um, well, this is either by choice. You know, there's multiple reasons. It's either by choice. You're choosing, especially us men. You know, you're choosing to stack your paper, build yourself up. Um, you know, before you commit to somebody else, being smart about it. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, you doing what you got to do um, before you're ready to commit, or you just have things about yourself that you're trying to work on before you give your all to somebody, um, which is something that I wish everybody would do. Um, before getting into a serious relationship. Uh, so there's that part. But the other, there's another thing is, you're looking for love in the wrong places. And in particular, I'm talking about social media. People think, and this is just my opinion, but I'm starting to see it and realize it. People are thinking that they're gonna find their Prince Charming or their princess by constantly bombarding social media with pictures of themselves or with different memes that follow a pattern of what you want out of a person or out of a relationship, um, or by constantly, you know, hinting at things and on in social media about what kind of woman or man you want. That's not the way to go. You're doing it the wrong way. Or you're looking for love through anybody. You know, by having any person, any old body just coming into your life. You know, or you're afraid of being alone. Um, so you just seek validation and you seek attention. These are just the multiple ways that men and women are putting themselves out there to try to find a relationship, but it's not working. This is why you're still single. You know, um, women in particular, with the constant need for attention. Um, whether it's through all these pictures. I mean, we know what you look like. You know what I'm saying? You know, after all the millions of pictures you probably post of yourself on social media, we know what you look like. Every man, every woman by now knows what you look like. Okay, we don't need reminders, and then we don't need hints. With comments you post with your picture. Um, you know that a lot of us men are seeing through that shit. You're not doing it, because you want your Prince Charming. You're doing it because you want the attention. You want all the likes and all the hearts and all the reactions and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're thinking that's building you up to try to get you somebody, and it's not. You know, if all you want is attention, then so be it. But if you also want a man too, that's not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? And guys too. Some of y'all are making all these fucking comments and posts on Facebook and shit. About the kind of woman you want, or the kind of things you'll do for a woman, and this and that. Well, how about you man up and go out there and get yourself a woman, or be the man that you're supposed to be and attract the woman you want, or attract the woman you need in your life. Because you can want and need a woman or a man in your life, and get both. Somebody who will help build you up, and build yourself up and not subtract what you got in your life. People have to also learn how to be an addition and not a subtraction. You know what I'm saying? Being able to contribute, not just physically, with just what's between your legs, or just contributing money all the time. You know, Contribute more than that. Bring more to the table. That's another problem. People don't bring more to the table, and that's probably another reason why you're single too, or nobody's committed to you, because you can't bring nothing to the table more than what's between your legs or what's in your wallet. You know, bring your thoughts, bring your ideas, bring some fun, bring some spice and flair. You know, we've all lost that. You know, we've all become a damaged society, especially here in America. Especially here in America, this Western way of thinking, um, and this Western way of marriage. Marriages are failing left and right. You know, at times I don't even think it's worth getting married. Um, you know, nowadays, and that's just my opinion. You know, I don't really think it's really worth it anymore. To be honest, I'm just throwing it out there. You know, unless I feel and see things change within my life and others' lives, especially my generation, I don't think it's worth it. You know, I think it's worth it to have a companion or somebody who can be there in your corner, feel them out for a long time, and maybe that'll work. But in terms of just, you know, meeting somebody and 1 year later you guys are engaged, that's doomed for failure. 9 times out of 10. And I don't care what you say. That's just my opinion because of the way society works right now. The cost of living. There's so many variables that people don't include when it comes to being married nowadays. You know, is your significant other a social media attention seeking whore? Can your significant other provide for you financially? You know, and or provide for your kids too. You know what I'm saying? Is your significant other uh, do they come with a lot of damage and a lot of baggage? You know, are they mentally unstable? You know, that's another thing. You know, can you handle this person, this person's way of thinking coming into your life? You know, are you gonna spaz out? Are you gonna mess up a good thing, screw up a good thing? Because that's all possible. You know, a lot of times we want something good, and when something good's in front of us, we don't realize it, and we end up fucking it up. You know, you end up screwing things up for yourself because of your overthinking or your mental instability, or you know what you've been through in your past. It comes to haunt you, and it comes to haunt your new relationship, or comes to just mess up the whole line of what's going to go down for you. You know, that's why you're single too. Your mental instability. Get yourself right. You know, if you want a right relationship. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are doomed. A lot of us are doomed, period. You know, and this whole relationship game. Nobody's going to take each other seriously. You know, it's tough. Trust issues, too, is another thing, you know. If you've been played in the past, that's just going to come back and haunt you. You're not going to trust anybody. You're going to put up a wall. You're going to put up a front. You know? I've been through it, too. I've done it, too, you know, in terms of, like, putting up walls and shit, you know. That's just how you have to live nowadays. Because a lot of people are broken. A lot of people are fucked up. A lot of people don't have the right mentalities. And it's just messing up the whole game. And then social media, throwing that in there too. People don't have themselves right. I'm telling you, till you get yourself right, and you know what you have to do to get yourself right. I spelled it out for you before. I spelled it out in my previous videos. Spelling it out now. You know? You find love. You're looking for love in the wrong places. You're not doing things right. You're not right, and that's why your relationships aren't going right, and that's why you're single.